The theme of this year's International Day of Older Persons is celebrating the contributions and resilience of older women. For this video, we spoke to 4 Salford women, recognising the huge economic and social contributions they've made and continue to make to our city. We asked Tania, Valerie, Sheila and Fariba about their work and volunteering in the community and how their contributions have changed in later life.
I've been volunteering since probably my teens, intermittently, but largely in my own faith community, the Jewish community. I initially started visiting the elderly home, which is in our community called Heathlands, and I used to go with a friend on a Sunday and give out lunches and visit people in the hospital.
I came here to work in 1950, meaning to stay for 2 years, and here I am 72 years later. I was a young teacher, and as a young teacher I did things that no teacher had ever done before. So I was the first woman in the Northwest to be head teacher of a big mixed comprehensive high school.
Since my mid-30s, through work, working in social services until I retired at the age of 60, always working in older people's services, which I enjoyed immensely.
I have volunteered over 400 hours as a volunteer well-being champion on age-friendly Salford project, which was consisting of different projects like Take and Tea and well-being conversation, care homes.
So I retired when I was 60 in 1990. I joined all sorts of things, but one of the most important things was when the hospital became a foundation trust. I put up and was elected as a governor, and I was the deputy lead governor for the first 3 terms. And when the Lowry opened in 2000, I was one of the first people to apply to be a volunteer, and I've been a volunteer ever since.
I think the change in later life has been that I'm now a volunteer, but I think a lot of the problems that older people and their families come across are the ones that have been there throughout my career, and that is all about understanding the legislation and the processes about getting help when it's needed.
Now with the League of Jewish Women, I do the talking newspaper, editing and recording, and also I do reminiscence sessions. It surprised me that I've done since retiring, most of my voluntary work has been with the elderly, and as I've developed that work, I've come to appreciate, and I'm getting older of course, I've come to appreciate the value of older people, and I find them absolutely fascinating, the life experience they have.
Now, after 10 years living in UK, I've got my leave to remain, and I had many issues and was struggling during this time. Volunteering helped me to go through this process and gain my confidence in myself and my capabilities and my qualifications. And then I got a job as a care support worker, and it's very good because I like to work with people. Most of my strength is talking to people and supporting people. I really want to add to the community that gave me so much, because through volunteering I learned and I improved.
And now I'm getting somewhat older, and I'm not as physically capable as I was, so perhaps my time of involvement is nearing its close, but I'm so pleased and happy and proud to have belonged to all these organisations.
You know, so with the volunteers, We're a lifeline for a lot of people. I've come to realise that older people are maybe vulnerable, but we mustn't forget they're very valuable as well.